Hey again, I wanted to show you another thing that I mentioned earlier. So this is tomato puree, and you see this cap here. You unscrew the cap and you will look and see that it's just aluminum or whatever. And on the back of here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but in the middle here there is a little pointy thing, and and look, there's a hole now. And that's how you open these. And they also have them for caviar and other such tubey things. You can get like relish and stuff also in tubes, and lots of sandwich spreads. This is a duvet, and this is the duvet cover, but it's a bit hard with just me. But if you see this, there's a slit in the bottom, and you stuff the duvet inside when you're dressing it. But there's no buttons. There are no buttons to keep it closed, and actually I really don't like this. But so yes, so it flops out, and at the top you will see there is another hole, which is actually useful when you're dressing the clothing. When you're dressing the duvet, you can grab onto this top here, and to keep the duvet from falling down inside the cover. And similarly, here's a pillow, and let's see, here's the edge, and there is a little extra flap of fabric inside that you just, you shove the pillow in, and then you fold this flap over, and it helps it stay inside and be nice. See, this is just a plain sheet, but you can also get these straps that strap the sheet down. It's like an elastic strap, and you can have those with these normal sheets instead of having a sheet that has elastic all around it so it fits snugly over the mattress. This is some Swedish cheese, household cheese, and these are cheese slicers. And the cheese slicers will always basically look like this. They will always have this little slit. They will not have the thing that little arms and then a thin wire. They just don't have this wire type. I don't know why. But this makes a thinner cheese slice than the American wires. And you just take it and kind of go like this. I mean, it works perfect. I mean, you would not be able to use a wire cheese slicer with this type of cheese. And actually, the cheese can get much bigger. I mean, you can have cheese that's, this thick. It is very different from American cheese. This cheese is just very, very plain. Even when you buy this expensive kind that has these little flecks of things inside, you really can't taste anything. Every cheese is like mozzarella or like a mild cheddar cheese. They don't have, and it's not very fatty. It's not as fatty as American cheese. I mean, American cheese, you can like take this and squish it, and it squishes in and keeps the squished shape. But this bounces back. And I mean, this is not just what we buy. I have tried different types of cheese, and it's just like this. And also, cheese is expensive, and you can only buy it in like really big amounts. Like, this is a bit of an exaggeration. Of course, there's lots of cheese you can buy this big or bigger, but you can't buy like a little tiny rectangle like this size of cheese. These are the two different types of butter that I talked about once on my Tumblr. This is butter. If you say butter, this is the butter that you mean. This is just butter, plain butter, and you use this in frying and that sort of cooking. It's sandwich butter. It's maybe you can tell, but it's easily spreadable butter. It has a different consistency amount of like vegetable oil to butter, and it's like it was constantly room temperature. And these guys do not keep their butter out. They don't put butter out on the table and leave it like we might do. This is lingonberry jam. Oh, this is a jam sausage, if you have it in this packaging. So, or a jam roll. This is the Swedish falukorv. And, well, you know, I can't speak Swedish, but anyway, this is a very Swedish sausage. And what is it? It is a plain, it is not even, you know, in American terms, it's not a sausage, it's a hot dog. It's a giant hot dog that doesn't taste any different from any other kind of plain hot dog. And you fry it like this picture. It's not really special except for the size, but it has a special name. And the jam that I just showed you, my family said, oh yes, I would call it this sausage, jam sausage, because you see here, this means sausage. And it looks like our fat sausage, and so I would call it a sausage. So Swedish is locally a language where even if you don't know the grammar, like me, you can still understand things and be understood. It's not, because it's not so grammar rich, even if you're really terrible, at least people will still understand you. And if they don't understand you, then they are just being jerks. I mean, everyone has understood me, and I speak really badly. I mean, everyone has understood me. Probably only the little kids in my neighborhood would not understand me. So don't worry about that. And about the myth of, oh, everyone will only want to speak English to you. Well, yes, that's true in some countries and some areas of some countries. But the most thing is your attitude. You must try to speak Swedish, and then they will understand, oh, this person is learning Swedish, oh, they want to try and speak Swedish. Okay, you know, I understand, I will speak Swedish to them. And it may be difficult because the most difficult thing is to get people to speak about difficult subjects in Swedish, subjects that they think you will not understand. I mean, you can't learn more if you don't have people talk about subjects you don't understand either. But it's just, yeah, I really understand when you're talking about filing your taxes, and you don't exactly want to have that conversation in the second language that you only understand 20% of and need everyone to repeat everything and this kind of thing. I mean, I understand why they do this.